the evening of the 24th of February 2022, at the Waffle House located at 329 Seabreeze Boulevard in Daytona Beach, Florida, a calm night by the ocean took a shocking turn. Around 8 p.m., a man walked in looking completely ordinary. He sat next to a woman dining alone, but within minutes, that small booth would become the center of a nightmare no one expected. At first, everything seemed normal. The man waited quietly for his food, glancing around like any other customer. Then, without warning, he pulled out a 22-inch blade and attacked the woman beside him. The restaurant erupted in chaos as staff froze, customers ran, and the woman screamed for help before leaping over the counter and racing toward the back door to escape.
I don't know where she went to.
Anybody call us?
I don't know how y'all
I'm trying to get all the customers out of here.
Do you know, like, who's the description of him, man? Like, what did he look like?
He was...
During the attack, the woman went into complete fight-or-flight mode. She jumped over the counter and ran out the back of the Waffle House, trying to escape. When
I literally don't. We was literally sitting here cooking, and she started screaming, "Please don't, please don't." What did he look like? I can't even.
What, you know, what type of clothing he had on? He said he was getting somebody to come.
That probably happened so dang go fast.
Yeah,
he had a hood on.
Yeah, he had a hood on and everything.
Did you see which way he went?
No.
He just ran out the door. I've been in here trying to get the customers.
Before he came back in here, soon.
Went that way?
I didn't even see which way. I just know he went out the door. I don't even know which way he went. I'm sitting here cooking, you feel me?
And calling orders, and she just started screaming at him, please don't, please don't.
And we turned around, all that's going on.
If y'all can scout this area, I'm trying to get some crime scenes.
I need to cut the grills off and stuff?
And I just need to block the area off.
Suspect description or anything coming over the bridge.
I do not have access to it for it.
You don't have the access to it?
It's management.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You have no way to access it whatsoever?
Might need to wait them up. Hopefully they answer.
Yeah, you could.
I got an instance. It didn't really occur here, but I ended up on her property. The police would like to take a look at the security cams. Do you know the password for it?
Good.
110 negative on Jessica. She has an ID card only.
Like how? Thank you.
He hit her hard. All of you saw was once he threw it, he ran out the door. I never even got to see his face or nothing like that. I just know he had a hood on. Damn, that's crazy.
It was like a machete. It wasn't no knife.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It was a big ass machete.
I don't know where that came from.
That shit came out of nowhere. I'm just calling the next order.
I thought they was fucking around.
Please don't. And I'm like, maybe he bullshit.
Yeah, I
He
really
pulled that
thought
bitch out like he was a ninja.
Did he?
7-3 Her finger was about to come off.
I copy.
Back of the head.
Her finger about to come on?
I didn't see it, but yeah, that's what she said. That's they was holding it. I guess she went to her man. He was like holding it.
Man. No. That boy stabbed her in the head?
Yeah. They had towels and rags all over her. She black or white? White. She probably repping her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Going for hair over there?
Yeah.
He tried to cut the head off.
Yeah, he must be Haitian.
He gotta be, bro.
He Haitian. Because don't nobody carry around machetes with
Especially if he's
Haitian.
black. If he's Mexican, alright. But yo.
When officers arrived, the floor and back door were stained with blood, but the victim was gone. She had fled to a nearby hotel at 700 North Atlantic Avenue, just 1 block away, barely conscious and fighting to stay awake. Witnesses told police there had been no argument. The man acted suddenly, without a word. One worker recalled, "We just heard her scream, then everyone started running. It all happened so fast."
Damn you, man. No, that's Kendra. I want to talk to you. Want to for what? I told you. All I know is you want to possibly hurt me first. I gotta give him the bolo. I don't know anything. Who said that? There's a detective that would you want to talk to? They do know about it. I don't know anything other than the bolo. Okay? That's all I really know. That's all you get today.
If I tried to murder somebody, do you think I would be walking down the street in broad daylight?
I know. You would have been hanging out yesterday, just out on the corner, wouldn't you?
Oh, hell no.
No.
And I don't know the specifics about anything.
We don't know anything.
But everybody will talk to you, okay? For sure, if you're willing. I didn't do anything, sir. I hear you. I just don't. Can you light my cigarette? I got you. Where you light that? Yep. You got nothing on there, no, bro? Can you hold him for a second? What's that pink hair?
I don't know. I don't think that's why.
Somebody said I did this? Yeah?
Yeah.
Who said that?
I don't know.
You said you'll find out, man. Got an email. You got an email?
Yeah.
You got a photo saying that I didn't come find you. You want better too? Yeah. So, I mean, we'll go to tell you more after you do some digging or once we have a couple of comments.
He was arrested without resistance, quietly repeating that he hadn't done anything. Kendrick Pierre was charged with attempted homicide and aggravated assault. The victim was rushed to Halifax Health Medical Center and miraculously survived after emergency treatment. Investigators confirmed that the attack was completely random. The suspect and victim had never met. As the flashing police lights faded from Seabreeze Boulevard that night, Daytona Beach was left shaken. What began as a quiet dinner became a haunting reminder that sometimes danger can appear without warning. On the afternoon of the 8th of June 2023, in a quiet neighborhood of Deltona, Florida, deputies rushed to a home on 700 North Atlantic Avenue after a frantic 911 call reported that a child was drowning in a backyard pool. The call triggered a full emergency response, but what waited for officers wasn't a tragedy, it was something else entirely. The caller, a local woman, had a long history of dialing 911 over small neighborhood issues. In just 3 months, she had called more than 40 times, complaining about children being too loud. But this time, she went further, claiming she heard screams and believed a child was in danger. Officers raced to the scene, and during the rush, when deputies arrived, they found no emergency at all. The children were safe, laughing and playing on a small inflatable water slide in the yard, not in a pool, and certainly not in danger. The woman who made the call insisted she had heard cries for help, but officers quickly confirmed everything was fine. What was meant to be a rescue turned out to be another case of a false report.
What's going on?
They're right in front of me right now.
What's going on?
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
What happened?
I don't have a
Okay, sorry. Is somebody drowning? What's going on?
I just heard a lot of stuff and reported it, and the kids were like yelling, I'm gonna die, and everything, and I just reported it, and it was so scary.
But we already went over there. Everybody's fine over there, okay? Just to let you know, there's no kids that are hurt, nobody drowned, nothing like that, okay? Okay?
Am I sure?
I'm sure, because we already went over there. So I'm just letting you know. They're okay. The kids are okay. They were playing in a blow-up water slide thing. Okay?
Because all I hear is, I'm gonna die.
Well, maybe they were playing, like, joking around.
Okay.
Did it sound like somebody was hurting somebody else, or? Because when we saw back there, there's just kids playing on a water slide. They're playing.
So I did something wrong. I was just worried.
No, sweetheart, you didn't do anything wrong. It's an emergency. We had to make sure there's no child drowning. So the call came out as an 8-year-old drowning, and we get here and we don't know what's going on. So we just determined that they're fine, and you were scared because you heard something that was possibly somebody getting hurt. But I'm just letting you know they're all fine, so everything's fine.
Long story short, she called it a drowning. So that's why we're all coming.
That's her excuse. Because she was yelling at the kids, talking about they being too damn loud.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I don't, like...
Yeah.
It's 4 o'clock. What time are kids gotta be quiet?
The deputies over there, they're talking to her. There may be criminal charges just because of her making a false police report. I don't know.
Y'all don't need to do that, sir.
I mean, we had a deputy crash and get hurt coming to this. So, yeah.
Do you usually get into it with her? Huh? You usually get into it with her?
It's the first time.
First time?
First time, sir. I'm coming from work and my girl texted me. Yo, the lady's yelling at the kids, telling them to be quiet.
Now that you're saying this, it seems like she kind of like made that up.
You went back there?
Back there? Yeah. I look back there. It looked fine to me.
There ain't no pool back there.
You weren't saying that. I was listening. I was back there with the kids. And the kids were playing. And the kids heard her screaming, saying, something like that she was saying. And I'm wondering who she's talking about. I said maybe she's going through something in her house.
Yeah, like somebody over there or something.
So
It was just weird because I never heard from them ever.
I didn't say nothing, and I'm like, who is she talking to? No. And then she kept saying, stop it.
Yeah, it was just weird, bro. Never had anything.
In your backyard playing, right? Yeah, and I was with them. She just heard screaming and yelling, didn't see anything, got worried because she knew there was kids playing in the backyard. So somebody even called 911 and said that there was a child drowning. She said no. She kept saying, I'm going to call the cops.
Yeah. And then when I got here, I said, yo, what's going on? She said, I'm calling the ambulance right now. I'm like, what? Like, she just, I don't know what the hell. And then right when I came back over here, that's when y'all pulled up.
Okay. I let her know that everything's fine, the children are fine, that you guys were having like a party in the pool.
No, it's only 3 kids.
Kendrick Pierre was charged with attempted homicide and aggravated assault. The victim was rushed to Halifax Health Medical Center and miraculously survived after emergency treatment. Investigators confirmed that the attack was completely random. The suspect and victim had never met. As the flashing police lights faded from Seabreeze Boulevard that night, Daytona Beach was left shaken.
Hello, can you come talk to me for a second?
Yes, sir.
We're trying to figure something out here.
Okay. Let me out.
You can go and give me your hand. You're under arrest.
For what?
I have a warrant for your arrest.
For what, sir?
Misuse of 911.
Sir, I heard what I heard.
Okay, you can go and turn around.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please explain to me what?
What began as a quiet dinner became a haunting reminder that sometimes danger can appear without warning, even in the safest places.
I ask everybody the same because if we get to the jail and they find something.
I don't drive. I don't leave my house.
Okay. Well, the judge issued you a warrant for your arrest for misuse of 911.
For when?
For last week when you called in about the neighbor's kid possibly drowning.
Drowning?
Have a seat.
I took domestic violence.
Well, apparently you told the 911 call taker that the kid next door was drowning. And when you did that...
In the early morning of May 2023, in Torrance County, New Mexico, police received an urgent call from a teenage boy under the age of 18. His voice was trembling as he explained that for several days, a strange man had been sending him repeated messages through Snapchat sharing photos and inappropriate comments. Detectives immediately opened an investigation, uncovering a hidden pattern of predatory behavior lurking beneath the surface of social media. Every category, especially when predators are lurking at all times, not just preying on the weak, but on the young. The man you see on your screen, Trevor, a 22-year-old, pretended to be a 13-year-old across multiple apps, including Instagram and Snapchat.
And you engaged in the conversation, and...
Well, on the night, like on the May 5th, before that, he like snapped me, asked me how old I was. I said 15, and then he said he was 22, and then...
On Snapchat alone, he sent over 3,500 friend requests to various users. In the span of just 1 year, he exchanged more than 21,000 messages with teenagers under the age of 18, even obtaining their exact locations through the app.
Sheriff's Office, how are you? Not too bad. I was just calling about the thing you had reported about a couple of weeks ago now, involving your Snapchat and then Trevor's Snapchat.
Yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to get like a statement from you on exactly, because from my understanding you said the conversations on Snapchat between you and Trevor started on the night of May 6th. Can you just explain to me like how exactly like you guys became friends on Snapchat and then where it ended up before you contacted law enforcement?
It's like before, like, cause like I had random people, like I just like accidentally clicked at.
Okay.
And I added him like 2 years ago. And like before that, like I've never talked to him in my life, but he started texting me randomly. And, like my friends are at my house. They said like just to see what happens. So I did, and then that like he just started sending me like pictures of his, and then that's like when I started like ask where he lived, because I didn't like I almost had to get locked up because that's not right. And then I called him, asked him if it was fine. He said yes, and then he hung up and blocked me on everything. So he obviously thinks that's okay.
I'm sorry, what was that part?
Like the whole thing.
You said that he had asked you to call him and you actually called him?
Yeah.
Okay, and then so he answered the phone but you hung up? So you've had him on Snapchat for about 2 years, and then all of a sudden he started randomly messaging you, and you engaged in the conversation, and...
Well, on the night, like on the May 5th, before that, he like snapped me, asked me how old I was. I said 15, and then he said he was 22, and then right after he blocked me, and then unblocked me and added me back.
Okay, so he asked you how old you were, you told him that you were 15, he blocked you and then unblocked you, and then continued on.
Yeah.
And then him knowing you were 15, he began to send you pictures of like his...
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Because like you would be the victim on this because I mean what he's doing it is a crime. Like this is a criminal investigation. The only things I need from you is like your name, like a good address for you, just like your contact information. Are you willing to cooperate with the prosecution on this case?
Like would I have to get involved? Or like, no, not really.
You would have to come in and testify to say like yes, this was the Snapchat account, most likely. That's usually up to the DA's office. So I mean, after this case gets submitted to them, they would most likely be speaking with you. But yes, you would most likely, if there's not a plea agreement before testimony is required, you'd have to testify on basically what you're telling me about how he knew you were 15 and then continued on to send you pictures of his.
Yeah, I don't want to, because I have stuff to do. Like, I really don't have the time to let. Like, I want him to go to jail, but I don't have time. Yes, I would.
Okay. I'll let you think about it. I know, like, you're busy. I'll document everything now. I'll speak to the DA's office to get a for sure answer, and if there is a way to work around you testifying to see if this can be charged still, I'll call you and let you know what's going on with that. I'll document it as is, and we won't proceed with it until I can get an answer from the DA's office, and then I'll call you back with that updated information. But because of the nature of it, there's obviously a report. I would just still need your contact information in case the DA's office says like, hey, we won't need you just based on the Snapchat records. Just that way, if we need to call you or anything like that.
And I just have one question.
Yes.
Do you guys like find him or no?
So we haven't spoken with him. We have an idea of where he is at. But I mean, before we move on with a lot of this stuff, like I wanted to talk with you about the prosecution part, and then I need to talk to the DA's office on how we're going to move forward, whether you'll be required to testify if it makes it to that point, or how we want to proceed with it.
Okay.
Officers had been watching the suspect for almost a month before making their move. During that time, they observed his patterns. He often volunteered at a local recreational center as a youth advisor. Investigators subpoenaed more than 21,000 messages from his Snapchat account, revealing that he had sent over 637 videos of himself to victims nearly half his age. It was finally time for officers to move in, and they did, spotting him out in public with his mother when they placed him under arrest.
How's it going, Trevor?
When taken into custody, Trevor appeared calm but visibly nervous. Officers read him his Miranda rights and began questioning him inside the patrol car. Investigators informed him they had obtained his complete Snapchat data, including messages, photos, and videos directly linked to his personal account. Although Trevor denied wrongdoing, the digital evidence matched his identity beyond any doubt.
You got him on that one. I'll explain.
Just 1 second.
I'll explain everything to you. Just a slot coming up. Alright, got him.
Oh, no, I was going to this.
I'll explain everything to you over there, okay? Over by your truck.
We're going over here to my truck.
So then just going back to when you said you didn't mean to send them, like what do you mean by that? Sure, just me and you talking, like no one can see you, like I'm standing in the front, like if that's what you're worried about, like people peeking through, like I'm right here. Pretty big guy, so I mean they can't see in here, it's pretty dark in here, so don't be worried about looking around trying to see if anyone's looking. But like I said, man, like all I'm trying to do, keep your foot in. Like all I'm trying to do is get your side of the story on all this. Like I have your Snapchat records, like I know what's going on. But I mean, all I can see are the messages. Like, I'm trying to get your side of the story on that to try to figure out how those messages even started and how they came to be. If you have nothing to add, we're going to be going down to Estancia. So, I mean, if you decide, like, let my partner know. If you decide that there's something you want to tell me by the time we get down there before you get booked in, we can do it that way. But I'm going to let you'll get a copy of your warrant. But what the charges are is child solicitation between the ages of 13 and 16, and then sexual communications with a child. Those are both 4th-degree felonies, and that's what your charges are, and that's what the warrant is for.
I don't remember. I don't talk to anybody on Snapchat though like that.
Okay. I mean, you told me what your account was. That's the account we got based on this investigation. Like, that account comes back to you. Like, there's a ton of conversations in there, dude. Like, I know you're using Snapchat to talk with people. Like, whether all of them are good or bad or not, like, I mean, we have the one that's brought us to this point. So, I mean, I don't know, like, why you're telling me you don't use Snapchat. Keep your feet in.
Sure.
don't want to be arrested for this, sir. Like, I don't even know who it was. Like, sir, please, I don't want to be arrested for this.
But there's a warrant. Like, this warrant was reviewed by the district attorney's office and then signed by a district judge. Like, there's probable cause to take you to jail for this. Like, I mean, I have the record showing what is in that affidavit is what is on those records. Like, what I'm doing right now is just giving you the opportunity to speak your side of the story so I can type it up and give that to the district attorney's office too. Like, that's all this is so for them to take into any considerations on what your side of the story may be. Like, I can't change the fact that there's a warrant. Like, you're going to go to jail for it tonight. Like, that's the only way to get this warrant cleared up. You'll probably be arraigned tomorrow, and then the judge is going to set conditions of release and everything. Like, when your actual release will be, I don't know. No, dude, you're staying in the car. Get your feet back in. Get your feet in. Get your feet in. Look, you're going to jail. I'm telling you to get your feet in. What you're doing now is you're starting to get on the verge of resisting and evading. Like, I'm not trying to be difficult with you. Like, I'm trying to let you give your side of the story. And, I mean, this, like, I don't want to go to jail for the warrant. I can't change that. The warrant was signed by a judge. Like, you're going to jail for it. Get in the car. Put your feet in. Trevor, get your feet in.
Put your feet in. I want to fight. Put your feet in.
Look, 321. This thing still needs to go before a judge. Like, that's what these hearings are going to be. Pre-trial, trial, and all that. You sitting there resisting and stuff, you're just going to keep adding on to that.
When police explained the charges, Trevor's mother stood frozen, unable to speak for several minutes. The moment was heavy, filled with shock and disbelief. Trevor was transported to Torrance County Jail, awaiting trial. 2 years later, the case remains active and is heading toward court. His story serves as a powerful reminder of how dangerous the online world can be, that behind a screen name, behind every message or friend request, may hide someone with far darker intentions.
To 16, and then sexual communications with a child. So that's what he's being charged with.
Just doesn't make sense. I'm just for sexual solicitation.
Yes. There's Snapchat records of communication and pictures. There's no doubt in our mind that Trevor's the one that sent them. And the person that he sent them to made their age very clear early on in the conversation. And that's a crime. So I don't necessarily know that Trevor had ill intent, but it was a monumentally bad decision. And it looks like it's, I don't know, I think Alex knows more than I do. It looks like there's a lot of sexually explicit communication with a lot of people that many of which are not of age through Snapchat. So I don't know if he's just like a lonely guy. I mean, we kind of went out to where y'all are living today, and it's pretty isolated. So I'm not sure what's causing all this.
Yeah, but he stays at my sister's sometimes.
Over there on Sheer?
We come to town all the time.
I don't know what's going on there.
It was the night of the 28th of April 2025, inside a 27th floor apartment overlooking downtown Miami. What began as a night out quickly turned into a police investigation that would make headlines across Florida. The man at the center of it all, a 30-year Miami-Dade police veteran, would soon find himself accused of a violent confrontation inside his own home. According to reports, the officer met a woman while partying at Club 11 Miami, one of the city's most famous nightlife spots. After a few drinks, they decided to head back to his apartment to continue the night. What happened next would spiral out of control within minutes of closing the door behind them.
Hitting me really hard and choking me.
No, what happened? Yeah, but what led up to it?
Yeah. Nothing. We came into his house. We met at the club. We met at 11.
Okay.
And we came in, and out of nowhere, he in this house, he showed me his wallet, and he had like a badge.
She was intoxicated. Nobody was going to believe her. He choked her, took her out of 11, took her here, and he started choking her. She said she was bleeding and everything.
You saw that?
No, I didn't, but she was outside, and she's like, I'm scared, and I need my stuff. He didn't bring me my stuff out. And then she was like, okay, just like stay here while I try to get my stuff. And then I was trying to record, and then he opened the door, and she's like, please give me my stuff, give me my stuff.
They live together?
No, he was at 11, supposedly. She was at 11, and they came together this morning.
Oh.
And then he started choking her there, and she escaped. And then she was trying to find help.
Okay, cool.
It's this guy.
Oh.
Okay. He's like, look at this. And I said, what is that? He's like, look at this. And I was like, what is that? Please, like, tell me, what are you? He's like, no. He's like, what are you going to do? And he's like, what are you? I was like, what do you mean, what I am?
Too loud? Yeah, a little bit. Can you step outside, please? Can you step outside, please?
What happened? Is it too loud?
Yeah, a little bit, sir. We're trying to conduct an investigation and we hear the music out here. Do you have ID on you?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Is there a girl that like?
Or that what?
This is going nuts.
Do you have your ID?
Yeah. Okay. What is she accusing me of?
Okay, you guys met at the club, correct?
Yes.
Walk me through what happened.
Nothing.
Nothing happened?
Here we met. We came here, and she left my place. I asked her to leave.
Okay, so what made you bring her back to your place of residence?
Huh?
What made you bring her back to your place of residence?
We just met. We came back to my place of residence.
Okay.
And that's it.
And what happened inside?
Nothing.
So you guys didn't argue?
We didn't argue.
You just stated that you
I just
did.
kicked her out.
Why did you kick her out?
Because I didn't care for her.
Why didn't you care for her?
Because I didn't like her.
Okay. Did something happen inside that made
No.
you not like her,
There
or
was
that made
no
you kick her
violence
off?
whatsoever.
I didn't say if
Yeah,
anything
but
led up to
you guys are
violence.
like-
You did.
You guys are like standing here like if I assaulted her. I did not assault her.
Okay. So until we figure out the investigation,
There was no
let me
assault.
finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
At the moment, we're conducting an investigation. So at this
Okay.
moment, my partner's going to handcuff you until we figure out
But
what
what-
exactly
okay.
transpired. I just explained to you. We're conducting an investigation.
I understand
Can you
that.
please place your hands behind?
Okay, I understand that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Thank you.
Okay, but
Turn around.
what are you
Don't
guys
resist.
talking about?
Don't resist.
I never assaulted her.
Again, I'm conducting an investigation.
Okay, you can
You're not
conduct
under
an
arrest. You're
investigation.
detained at the moment. You're
Okay,
detained.
well, okay.
Don't resist.
Let's go. That's interesting because why you guys put
I know it started that late. Maybe it's the top here, because it's on the top TV.
Yeah. Can you open up the inside of your mouth, sir? Oh, okay.
Pull it up. He hit me like and he was choking me with his arm, like with his arm, and when he moved his hand to hit me, that's when I started backing away, because that's the only, that's the only chance I had to back away. That's it. So where you visiting from, Cali? San Diego. So far, prior to this, it was a good visit? Yes. So I've been here before. Club 11, I don't know. I only went there because I know a girl that works there. Not it's so busy not a stripper, she's like a server. It's just so busy in there. Yeah.
No way, I never even assaulted her. I would sue her if that's what she said that I did. I'd never. What did she say I do to her? That's the same investigation, sir, right now. No way. But you guys are handcuffing me like if I actually. I know I'm being detained, but there's no way that I assaulted her. As a policeman, I would never assault her. Hell, fuck no. Huh? Get in?
So I'll move around.
No way, dude. You guys are. How old are you, sir? How old are you? 54. No way. What would you guys even think? Even. I mean.
No, he lives here.
Yes.
I'll be back in.
No way did I assault her.
Are you okay? You need to sit down? You okay?
No, I'm good. I'm standing. I would never sit down because my knees are bad. No way. Okay. I escorted her out because I didn't want to deal with her. And all of a sudden, you guys are here. I didn't want to even in my place. I swear to God.
Why is your shirt all dirty?
Huh?
Why is your shirt all dirty?
What you got on your shirt right here? You're right.
Is it in?
What you got? What you
Your
have?
shirt's all dirty.
What?
Your shirt's
What you have
dirty.
in your shirt?
What do I, what?
I said, why is your shirt so dirty?
What's my shirt dirty?
It
No.
looked like somebody put their foot on your
I
chest.
did not
No.
even come close.
Looks like somebody put their foot on
I'm surprised that you guys are here. I'm surprised that I'm handcuffed because I was just listening to music. And all of a sudden, I kicked her out of my place because I didn't want nothing to do with her. You know, and all of a sudden, I told her to leave. I put her shoes in my place. Trust me.
She didn't want to leave?
Huh?
She didn't want to leave or something?
She didn't want to leave.
Why you didn't call us?
Huh?
Why you didn't call us if she didn't want to leave?
No. I didn't have to call you, but because I didn't have to call you. But she walked out just normally, and I was like, okay, ooh, she's out. But I'm surprised that you guys are like treating me like this as a police lieutenant for Miami-Dade. This dude, she just walked out, and when I closed the door, she's like, oh, You know, why you abandoning me, this and that? We're done. I didn't want to deal with anything with her.
Why you didn't call us?
Huh?
Why you didn't call us?
What do I have to call you to just kick her out of my place?
I mean, if it's somebody doesn't want to leave.
Huh?
If somebody doesn't want to leave.
She left though. She just walked out at the boom and closed the door.
Trust me, I didn't do that. No way. Nuts. She walked the other way. And all of a sudden, that's why I'm listening to music. I'm like, do you believe me?
What was that?
Do you believe me?
I just heard your story, that's it. We gotta get from both sides, see where I'm just here with you. I'm just here with you.
I'm a policeman. I would never do something like that. Like the way you guys wouldn't do that. And the other thing, I would never, and you guys are doing, like, if you guys know me, I would never handcuff you guys. I would say, oh yeah, siéntate, you know, this is what happened. Wow. You know, unless it was like something bizarre. I would never, no way, dude. I never just walked out of my apartment. I put his shoes on the thing, and that's it. No way. I mean, I just met her. I mean, granted, if it was a TV, okay, you guys lived together. She walked. She was crazy, knocking on doors. I'm like.
I'm waiting for you guys so we can take the elevator. I mean, that's a lot of stairs from the 26th floor, but okay. 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 You may need.
I'm being handcuffed for no reason. You know, she claimed that she was battered, but they already got my story, which is already enough to free me from this unreasonable detention. I'm calling your chief. He knows a bunch of friends of mine. This is wrong. You can't detain people this long. Do they have a phone call to call him? Sarge.
Set out.
No. Sarge, do they have yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this detention. This is wrong.
No, somebody's coming right now.
This is wrong. I have every right, even if I wanted to kick her out of my apartment. I never touched her. That's number one. She walked out on her own consent, and
We'll talk about that later.
I don't know if she has injuries to her face. I don't know. Take your notes on that. She walked out of my place because I told her to leave, and she voluntarily left. And I put her shoes in front of my door.
Okay, we'll talk. I'm not gonna get a statement.
No, dude, you guys are detaining me, you know, for a very long, reasonable time. I'd like to be at least handcuffed in the front. But the thing is that I'm not even being informed what this is even all about. I'm a policeman. I never laid a finger on her. Never. Whatever it is that she is accusing me of, it doesn't really, I never did. That's number one. It doesn't really matter because you guys weren't here. She walked out. That's it. When she walked out, she started knocking on doors. I said, the elevator's that way. I only listened to music. And when Miami police knocked on my door, I thought that the music was loud. I said, I see 5 of them here. And I said, when they opened up and I got handcuffed, there's no way that I touched that woman. Even if she was in my apartment and I told her to leave and she refused to leave, then I have every right to use physical force to push her out of my place. And I didn't, because she walked out on her own. So you guys should already establish that there's no probable cause or even reasonable suspicion to hold me here. Dude, I'm handcuffed behind my back for the last hour.
Yeah, I understand that, but we're still investigating this. So just
Investigating what? Investigate. Okay, but the thing is,
we're gonna talk to you
okay,
later,
but you know,
not right
okay, I'm detained on reasonable suspicion, not probable cause. I would like to have at least, okay, but at least I would at least to be unhandcuffed, at least, or handcuffed in front of me, because my shoulders. No, the policy. I'm not. You guys don't even have probable cause to hold me. I'm number 4 on the captain's list. This won't happen to you because you'll get married. You know, you're married already, right? Divorced? Never married? Shit. Really? How old are you?
52.
Huh? 52? You're a domestic violence detective?
No, sir.
Dude, I've been here for like hours, dude.
So we're gonna be taking you to the station, okay? So you're gonna be transported by these units. How do we secure your residence?
God, I can't believe
I
this.
got some shit. I'll make sure.
Huh?
No, you got the fob in there?
Oh, the fob. Okay, so you're secured by fob?
Turn around. Turn around.
Off to the train.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Oh my God. I can't believe this.
Don't move. Don't move.
Yes.
Secure you this time.
Gentlemen, I never touched this woman, not at all. She walked out of my apartment. I don't know what happened after she walked out. I don't know. Swear to God, I'm a police lieutenant. So it's understandable maybe if I was a plumber, in a sense, and then still you have to take my story into consideration. But if, you know, as a police sergeant, police lieutenant, police officer, okay, you know, what's the story? You know, I didn't like the way she looked. I told her to leave my apartment. You know, okay, she didn't like it.
Come this way.
What happened? Yes. Yeah, she didn't like it, so she walked out. She started knocking on people's door, and I don't know what happened. When Miami police showed up to my door, I thought the music was too loud. And I said, okay, I got handcuffed by a young female police officer, and I said, what the hell? And I said, okay, you know, there's no way I touched that woman. There's no way. So if she has injuries to herself, I don't know how she did that. I swear to God, I didn't even touch her. Now, did you find her in your apartment because you have the ability to push her out if she's trespassing? No, she just walked out. That's all she did. I don't know why I'm being treated like a murder suspect. You know, there's no way. Nothing. That's it. Yeah. Huh?
Your shirt, sir. You color your shirt right here.
What is it?
You have to like look like a makeup. Is that makeup or from the wall? Your shirt.
Makeup.
The case quietly faded away in the following months, with both sides maintaining completely different versions of the story. Yet, the incident served as a stark reminder authority doesn't place anyone above accountability. One night of poor judgment can unravel decades of service, and sometimes, the truth behind closed doors remains forever uncertain.
Can I get to the car again, please?